Hearn offering Devin Haney 3 fights. Eddie Hearn offering Devin Haney 1 fight. Let's speak on it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. So, start off with Bob Arum. He said he can offer the Lomachenko rematch. T.O. Josh Taylor winner or Shakur Stevenson. 2 of them is lightweights. 1 of them is junior welterweight. I heard somebody say, well, Devin really ain't a free agent. And I didn't really get into the particulars of it. I just seen it kind of scrolling through. And what that means is probably Top Rank got the right to match any offer that Devin Haney receives. That's what that means. It's basically, for people who watch football or basketball, it's basically like being a restricted free agent where you don't really control your own destiny. The team has the right to match any offer that they can. So that's what it is. So, the business of boxing is dirty. To me, it don't make no sense. If I fulfill my obligation to you, I should be able to free to go wherever I want to go. You know what I'm saying? If I want to stand on my own, if I want to continue to go over there. But like I said before, you got, certain things in a lot of these guys' contracts. It's kind of remind you of the NFL where once your guaranteed money is met, and a lot of times they like to front load the guaranteed money in NFL contracts. They like to put it in a signing bonus, put it in the first 2 or 3 years, and then the 2 or 3 years up, you got $30 million left. It's non-guaranteed. They can cut you at any given moment and not have to pay you the rest of that money. And in boxing, something similar to that. They can cut you when they want without limited financial stipulations on them or ramifications on them. And then, a lot of times, you a unified belt, you'll get a championship and it extends your contract. Oh, he got a belt. Okay, that extend your contract by 2 fights. Oh, you got a unification, by 3 fights. Or you got undisputed, extends it even more. So you signed a 2 or 3 year deal, you became undisputed, or you got a belt. Now it's a 2-year deal plus a 1 fight, or something like that. So it's not business is usually not black and white. It's usually not transparent. It's really not. A lot of these guys sign bad record deals and shit and bad business deals. And people say, how do you sign that deal? It's really not transparent. Somebody put $250,000 in front of you and say, sign this. Majority of people gonna sign it. Don't even know they signing their life away. Or signing their masters away. And they signing they publishing away. They signing their merch away. They signing some of their show money away. That's why you gotta find a good lawyer. If you got a lot of these niggas can hustle up and get Gucci, hustle up and get, they say Dr. Umar Johnson say, black people were the #1 consumers of Mercedes Benzes. So if you can hustle your money up to get a down payment and hustle your money up to get a Mercedes Benz, your family can't hustle up to get money to get a lawyer that can read through this. And then the $250,000 that you took, they gonna recoup it. It's a loan. It's a loan. Now, at the end of the day, if they can't recoup it, they can't recoup it. You know what I'm saying? And how they going to recoup it is they're going to recoup studio time. They're going to recoup all that. And by the time they recoup all that money off of you, you break even. They're not going to tell you the money about they hiding from you. You got to do that audit. They ain't going to tell you about none of that. By the time you break even or you start making some money, your deal gonna be about up. So now you get an opportunity. If you got the longevity of 3, 4, or 5 albums, now you can negotiate the deal that you deserved in the beginning. But when you're not a known commodity, they don't know how big you're gonna be and how long you're gonna be. Especially talking about a genre in hip hop, which some people lucky to have 1 or 2 albums. So business is really not it's not really black and white like people make it seem. That's why a lot of people would rather just work for somebody and not have to deal with the business side of stuff. Everybody can't be bosses. Everybody can't get into the trading market. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't have the foresight to do so. the consistency to do so. Everybody can't get in the gym and lift and work out. Everybody can't box. Too many other vices. I want to smoke. I want to drink. I don't want to go to the gym every day. I don't want to run. I don't want to be. It's a lot to go into being an athlete. A lot goes into being a father, a mother, a husband, a wife, a grandfather, a productive citizen, an honest citizen. I mean, on the other side of it, a lot goes into being a criminal, being a street nigga, being a street lord, being a drug dealer. Wherever you do, somebody said life is hard. You know, if you be 400 pounds, life hard. If you be, you know, in shape, on weight, or whatever weight you want to be, life is hard. It's hard to get there. It depends on, do you want to struggle hard? You want to struggle and be depressed, or you want to struggle and be happy? I mean, it's hard either way. So y'all be thinking this shit transparent, and it's not so easy. That's one thing in life that I learned. You know, it ain't easy. You got to want to do the work. And the number one thing for me personally, before I continue with Devin Haney, is just getting started. When I get started with something, I'm able to break the ice and not procrastinate and put it off. When I get started, I become determined. And I appreciate people who determine off the jump. That's a beautiful gift. You know, I ain't hyping myself up to get determined. I'm determined from the jump. And some things you like that about, you are. Let's say I'm determined to, you know, to go to Vegas to see a fight eventually. You very determined to do so. You're going to stack your bread. So when the fight you going to see, you going to have your bread together. I was determined to stack this $5,000, $2,500, whatever it is. I was determined. So, but yeah, that's the transparency of boxing. It's not black and white. It's not. The paper might be black and white. The transparency of business. You know, you approach it like it is, but it ain't. It's a lot of opportunities to have for being a minority, a lot of opportunities for being the majority. So, everybody thinking that he could walk away, that Bob still got some shackles on him. You know? So, it's just, you know, you dealing with Bob Arum, you dealing with Eddie, Al, Frank Warren. Like, it's a business first. It truly is a business first. They're going to do what's best to protect their business before they protect you. It's as simple as that. So how do you protect yourself from that type of business? Especially when they got you by the kahunas, like they did with him with Cambosos. Because if Lomachenko got the Cambosos and all that, they'd be calling him undisputed. He wouldn't look Devin Haney way. Let's call it what it is. So, I mean, what do you do to protect yourself from that? Especially, I mean, Devin Haney was fortunate his dad had money. He understood the risk. They knew they knew the truth. They knew what was on that paper. The business was very transparent to him. I'm pretty sure they got a lawyer. And no matter, say, you know, his dad had a previous life. The one thing about the previous life his dad had, them dudes like that, they make the best businessmen. It's no real difference between them and a Fortune 500 or billionaire CEO. It's not. A lot of those companies, which I'm not going to say their names, they was built off drug money. They was built off illegal activity. The only difference is I can't kill you or I can't hurt you physically. And once most of the dudes from the streets understand that, or entrepreneurs on the streets understand and feel that, and they understand how to hurt you in other different ways, they take off. Rayful Edmonds was a guy, real quick, he was a street legend in DC, right? And I did a video on him. I have a hip hop, I forget what the name of the series is, the series I did. I got one on him. You just put Rayful Edmonds in. R-A-Y-F-U-L. Edmonds. And he ended up getting responsible for everything bad going on in DC. He was the bigger guy. As he was going to jail, Alpo, Rico from Paid and Fuel was making his way to DC. But long story short, you know, he was smart. Like, he wouldn't write down nothing. Remember on The Wire when my mans was writing down what was going on at their little drug meeting where they met with all the street dealers? He said, are you writing down what's going on at a drug meeting? He said, man, Terry, he said, put that away, man. That's conspiracy or something like that. Idris Elba told him that. But he was so good that he knew how much people owed him or how much stuff cost. They said he would store all the numbers in his brain. He knew how much he owed you at the end of the week because he ran it like a business. He knew how much it was if it was 25 or something. He knew exactly what it was. Break it down. He was a genius. He got caught. He still was selling stuff off the jail phone in Pig Latin. It took him a while to decipher how he was doing it off. So everybody got potential, but at the end of the day, business is business. Just like in a job. I mean, somebody said it on social media, man, made you think. HR is not your friend at your job. Unless y'all really cool like that, y'all get a relationship outside of it. It's kind of like the Incredibles movie. Remember when he was the insurance agent, the cartoon, the first one, the original, and he was telling people about all the secrets to how to get around the insurance roadblocks, and they got mad at him. Unless you got that relationship, HR is there to protect the company, not you. They were there to protect the company's interests. But so Bob has the right to match anything it sound like it, allegedly match anything coming Devin Haney way. So even though Devin Haney paid his debt to society as far as fighting for Bob and doing all that, he still holds some over him. He still probably got a little bit of ownership. So that's why Bill said we fight for our independence. Now Eddie is offering Regis Progress, which I mean I don't understand that. There's no reason to fight Regis Progress. It's a good fight. I think it's our favorite Regis. Heavy puncher, bigger guy, rugged guy, can take a punch. You have to box your ass off to beat him. But he don't bring nothing to the table. I hate to say that. Like, as far as notoriety, what do you get? He not the lineal. He not unified. He don't have a big fan base. You get respect from the hardcore fans whenever boxing has really blessed the hardcore boxing fans, especially when they keep moving the line. So I mean, out of the four options, Lomachenko, T.O. Josh Taylor, Shakur, and Regis, and Shakur is probably Regis is the most dangerous, then Shakur, then everybody else. If he could make 135, the Lomachenko rematch that's probably a $400,000 to $500,000 pay-per-view event at this point. To me, that's the most lucrative one out of all of them. Then I would look at T.O. and Josh Taylor. Then I would look at Shakur. Then I would look at Regis Progress. As far as financials and prestige, straight up prestige, I think it's Shakur Stevenson. You get the most credit for beating Shakur Stevenson. Just off prestige. You get the most hood credit, the most hardcore credit, all that. So just off prestige, I say that. So, but hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and the subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop a video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, your Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, TikTok, the whole nine. Peace.